Gutter Trash is a proud member of the Comics Podcast Network.
Two friends, engineers with a side business run out of a garage, work together and build a machine that will revolutionize the entire world. However, the machine has an unintended side effect, one that destroys their friendship as it grants them their greatest desires in Shane Carruth's indie cult hit, Primer. Hello everybody, welcome to Gutter Trash, episode 83, Primer. My name is Eric.
My name is Jason.
Happy Father's Day to all the fathers out there, illegitimate or otherwise.
That's right.
Pat.
Baby's daddies. Why are you picking on Pat? He may or may not be. Yeah, he probably is.
Yeah.
He just doesn't know it.
He fucks around.
What? He does not. He's not fuck around. I think he's a one-woman man now.
Now.
Yeah. But at one time he was young, hung, and full of cum.
He still is.
Yeah.
Oh,
Pat.
We
love you.
Yeah, we do. He'll be on the show again.
Yeah?
Promise.
Yeah?
Promise.
Cool. I like that.
Because he's going to leave us forever. We want to have...
Well, yeah, he's going in like a month or two.
Yeah.
2 months. 2 months. A month and a half.
Yeah. To the faraway land of Columbus, Ohio.
Where even that is.
I don't know. You could easily drive east for 600 miles and never reach it.
That's insane.
Although you'd probably pass it.
Mm. I like Columbus. I can't wait to visit Pat there when he's going to be schooling himself in the ways of designing things.
Sure.
Is that what he's doing?
I don't know if he's schooling himself, but he'll be being schooled by others.
Oh, yeah.
If he's schooling himself, he could just do that here.
Oh, why not?
And
Stay
perhaps
here.
school others. Mm-hmm. Since he's schooling himself. Charge for it. Mm-hmm. Make a decent wage.
We all need a little scratch.
Yeah.
Just to get by.
Just
make
get ourselves some tasty burritos and or Subway sandwiches.
Oh, that's what I did enjoy myself today.
Yes. I myself had a burrito. Because it was cheap.
Cheap is good.
Well, free.
Free is better than cheap.
Yes, it is.
Yeah. Usually. So what's up, man?
Oh, not much. Yeah, seriously, not much.
Yeah?
Yeah. I gotta live life a little bit.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Well, what's
just so I have something to talk about on the show.
Oh, yeah. Well, you've been doing a lot of, artwork, right?
I've been doing a lot of artwork, and it's not really exciting to talk about.
It'll be exciting once you guys see it, though. Holy shnikes.
Yeah, I spent 12 hours yesterday finishing a Daredevil drawing I did. Yeah, that's not exciting to anyone.
Well, maybe to Daredevil. Once he sees it, he'll... Oh. Damn it.
Yeah, that's cruel.
Damn it. It's because he's fictional that he can't see it. That's right.
Right.
Yeah.
What have you been doing?
I've been drawing.
Yeah. That's not exciting either.
I know.
See, this is why we shouldn't talk about this.
Yeah, that's true. Well, no, as you know, I had my 1 year anniversary with my beautiful lady friend Kathleen Coyle.
I did not know.
Yesterday, yes.
I did not know at all.
Yeah?
That's why you weren't here for drawing night.
Yeah.
I was waiting.
Yeah.
Never called.
Never showed.
Never showed.
No call, no
I was
show.
really hungry. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So I can't order food until Jason comes over.
It's the polite thing to do.
Right. Yeah, that's how we normally do it. Yeah, but just sat here starving.
Sorry. Oh,
so
geez.
I could have ordered La Rosa's at any time last night.
Anytime. Oh, yeah, anytime. Yeah.
Wow. man, that sounded good too.
It's our usual Saturday thing. La Rosa's or some Chinese.
Yeah. Occasionally a Joe's Pizza.
Ooh, I love Joe's Pizza.
Joe's Pizza.
Arguably
awesome.
the best pizza I've ever had.
Best pizza in Dayton.
Yeah, that's for sure.
Yeah.
At least that.
Yeah, because I'm gonna yeah.
Sorrento's is pretty good. If you're ever in the Chicago area, please check out Sorrento's Pizza.
Yeah. On Mannheim Road.
Mannheim Road. And stop by and see Abe and Gladys. They'll watch a movie with you.
Yes, they will. They'll take you out for a taco.
Make some uncomfortable comments.
Yeah.
And show you a good time.
Yeah.
Because they're good people.
They are awesome. They'll be here in September, I believe.
On the show.
On the show? No.
That'd be awesome. We should watch another, Italian... Spanish horror movie with them. Oh, that'd be awesome.
Well, we could watch an Italian horror movie. I'm sure, I've not seen very many, Dario Argento movies. There's a couple that I've wanted to watch.
I'd much rather see an Argento movie than a Fulci movie, so let's do it.
Suspiria, I believe, is something that is often recommended. Phenomena.
Don't know this film.
Bird with the Crystal Plumage.
Wow, that sounds like a Humphrey Bogart movie.
So some Gallo. Watch some Gallo.
Gallo?
Gallo.
Ooh. Don't know what that is.
Yeah, it's an Italian genre of a specific type of movie. Usually like a murder mystery with some gory
Gallo.
effects. Gallo.
Wow.
Dario Argento is like one of the big
Forerunners.
Yeah.
Oh, nice. There's only 4 of them though.
Right.
That's awesome.
That's why it's called Forerunners.
Right.
Yeah.
Wow.
There's a 3-runner, a 2-runner, and a 1-runner.
Oh. So which? Yeah. Okay. I was like,
Mario Bava might be one.
Oh, nice. But yeah, went out for some Italian food. That's why Italian stuck in my head. Belated friend.
Yeah.
Some tasty lasagna.
Vegetarian, I'm assuming.
Spinach and zucchini, sir.
I could do without the zucchini.
Oh, yummy. And mushrooms. I think I have mushrooms too.
Wouldn't it, as an Italian dish, be more apt to maybe have eggplant?
Well, they had last year. We went there on our very first date,
right?
And so
this is what you were celebrating yesterday.
Yeah,
our 1 year anniversary, first date. Right?
And so I had the eggplant last year, so I figured I'd switch it up a bit.
Well, now you've just ruined everything. You're supposed to have exactly the same thing that you had the first time through.
No.
Exactly.
I think
it's called recreation.
So I should have been really awkward and sweaty.
Yeah. Well, I'm sure you were. Enough. I'm sure you were sweaty.
It wasn't as hot last night as it was the previous year, because I remember sweating balls last year. And I was like, this is going to be the most horrible thing. She's going to come in, I'm going to be drenched in hot man sweat.
Right.
And
again,
turns out she was into that. And
you usually are anyway.
Yeah. It's true. But this time it was my own.
Right.
Which is
different. Right. See, again, you need to recreate that. For instance, you should have had Doogie rolling on top of you for like an hour before.
Just like last year.
Had eggplant.
Yeah.
Just like last year.
Well, we did something did kind of cool happened after we ate. We were outside. No. We were outside. Not outside in front of the restaurant. Jeez. No, we were...
That little table that they have out there?
Is there an outdoor table?
There's one outdoor table. You guys went to Troni's, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, they usually have like a little table. I think the owner just like sits out there and drinks beer.
Right. Wow, that's cool. I didn't even see
At least the couple times I've been there. That's
smoking a cigarette.
Yeah.
No, I didn't even see an outdoor table. But we were outside, like, she was having a cigarette by her car. I was too, actually. Occasionally when I'm drinking, I have a cigarette. And we were having cigarettes, and this guy rides up on his bicycle. He rides up the hill, because
it was Doogie?
It was not Doogie. Not Doogie, surprisingly. But he was on his bike, and he's like, hey, can I bum one of those? And Kathleen was like, sure, it's a menthol, though. And he's like, oh, I don't care, I'll smoke anything. And I was like, you want some crack? I got some crack in the car. but he lit up a cigarette, and he was like, smoking it. And he goes, well, just think in 2 months I'll be old enough to buy these by myself. And she was like, oh. I thought it was hilarious. She gave a miner a cigarette.
And he sounded like a like a 50-year-old woman.
Well,
at least according to your impression.
I do bad impressions. It's a given. But I thought he was in his. I would have thought mid-20s. But I'm kind of a bad judge at age. But yeah, it was pretty funny. It was pretty good. So next year, hopefully, every year we'll give one to a younger and younger kid.
Right. Yeah, eventually, someday in the golden years of your life, you'll be giving cigarettes to 1-year-olds.
Our own babies. Our grandchildren.
Your grandchildren, your great-grandchildren.
Oh, that's what I'm looking forward to. That's all I ever wanted.
Right out of the womb, you're just shoving cigarettes in its mouth.
Maybe before, even. Yeah. Just as the head peeks through my granddaughter's vagina.
Right. Or I was going to go just... You know where I'm going.
Yeah, I know where you're going. I was going to wait till the head actually pokes through, though. That's what she said. Yeah. So, yeah, it was good times had by all. And then we looked around at a bookstore over by the Green. Went to the Books Company.
Books and Company. It's a big bookstore.
Two stores.
It is indeed.
You'd be surprised. You'd think there'd be more stories in it with all the books there. I'm here all week.
I'm gonna actually to leave.
Yeah.
At some point.
Yeah,
so
that's true.
You're not here all week.
That's right. You're going to do stuff. But yeah, good times. Good times.
Yeah. Did you buy any books?
I did not. I looked for a couple and they didn't have anything I was looking for.
Oh. Maybe you were confused.
Yeah.
I get confused when I walk in there. I have no idea what section is what, and sometimes you'd think a book is in one section and it's in another.
Well, I'm a fag, and I was looking for poetry books.
Oh.
And they didn't even have a poetry section.
You should probably look in the homosexual section.
See?
The gay and lesbian studies section.
That's probably where it was.
Yeah.
That's probably where it was.
Or perhaps even the literature section.
I looked in literature. Did not have it. And I looked
special interests.
That's true. That's usually just like softcore porn, though.
Right.
And like exercise videos, which again, softcore porn.
Right. Yeah. Well, as we know, the more is not a less commercial.
It does it every time.
Yeah. Well, I don't go looking for poetry because I enjoy vagina. And
well, the poets I read are real bastards, though. They're real dirty dudes, you know. They shoot guns and drink whiskey and write poetry.
It doesn't matter. That just sounds like they're overcompensating for the fact that they are faggots. Poetry writing faggots. I hate poetry. I seriously hate poetry.
Yeah,
there is nothing worse in this world than poetry.
I like some. I mean, not like poetry. I mean, there's a guy I was looking for. I don't know if he's considered a poet, but I think he's written some poetic pieces. But he's mostly a short story writer. And then I thought maybe it'd be under poetry, but couldn't find it.
Stephen King. He's written some poems.
He had a new book. It was about baseball or something. It was out there.
The Girl Who Loved Tom Gordon?
No.
Yeah, that's pretty old.
No, not that.
I know that you'd be interested in that, because you love Stephen King.
I do not. That is right, I do not. Leonard Michaels.
Elmore Leonard.
Brett Michaels.
I believe he's dead. I believe he's dead, too.
No, he's just knocking at heaven's door. No, that's Guns N' Roses. Damn it. Wrong hair metal band. Oh well. But yeah, good times.
Good times indeed. Sounds good. Did you guys watch a movie or anything?
Oh, we watched some How I Met Your Mother.
Yeah. It's a good show.
Yeah. I like it.
Yeah.
I'm a fan.
Yeah, I can respect that a lot more than you watching that other show you've been watching.
Oh, yeah, that one. I haven't, don't worry, I haven't seen that since about an hour before I came over here. Which is true. I watched a couple episodes this morning. I'm addicted to Big Bang Theory. And I realize it's not a good show. It's not an amazing show, at least. I would say it's a decent show.
Yeah.
But I cannot stop watching it. My mom loaned me the first 2 seasons, and I'm in the middle of the second season, and I've only had them like a week.
Right. It's not an awful show. It's not great either, and if it's on, I will watch it. But I won't go out of my way to watch it.
It's
Until it's in syndication, and I watch it all the goddamn time, much like I do 2.5 Men.
Yeah. And which, ironically, Charlie Sheen was on the episode I watched this morning.
Really?
Yeah. For like a second.
As the 2.5 Men character? Or
As
himself? As himself?
Yeah.
Wow. It's even better.
Yeah.
Was he raping a woman? Really stabbing her?
He was drunk and raping a woman at the same time. Yeah.
That's Charlie Sheen.
Yeah, God love him. That's what made him famous. That's what's going to keep him there, too.
Oh, yeah.
Because who doesn't love a good drunken rapist? Real or
Nobody
fictional.
who is a friend of mine. That's it.
Exactly. Hit that rock.
Yeah.
I wish we could go back in time and not do that joke.
Oh, maybe we can.
Really?
Except I was gonna still talk, but that's fine. We can take your shitty segue and go right into it. Primer, the movie,
A film by a man
named Shane Carruth, writer, director, actor, producer,
musician.
No.
Huh.
So I'm just gonna come out and say it. This is one of my all-time favorite movies.
Really?
Yes, it is.
All time.
One of my all-time favorite movies.
You have a short list?
It's in like a top 10.
Really?
Yeah, it's in there. It's in the top 10.
Wow.
It's definitely not number 1, I'll tell you that.
That is high praise. High praise indeed.
I love this movie. I haven't seen it in a few years. It is only like 5 years old, but I think I saw it like 4 years ago the last time.
Mm-hmm.
But this is probably like my 6th time watching it.
Wow.
Yeah. Forgot quite a bit of it.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
This is also one of the only movies where I think one of like maybe 4 movies ever that I've listened to the commentary.
Really?
Yeah.
Really? 4 movies ever?
Yep.
Man, I love commentary tracks.
I'm not. Yeah, I can.
I'm all over them. I'm all over them. Especially if it's a movie I've seen, more than 3 times.
Right, yeah.
It's like a fresh way to watch it. That or I'll just get drunk and watch it.
Yeah, this is. I was super excited to watch this with you because I'm pretty sure that I'm getting the feeling you hated this.
Well, I'll start off by saying I actually have seen this movie before.
Really?
Years ago, I rented it from Precinct 13 and watched it. And I think I listened to the commentary track on that one as well. And I have to say, I remember liking it a lot more the first time I watched it than this time. Like, it seemed a lot more confusing and, like, muddled. Especially towards the beginning.
This time?
For me. Yeah, the second time. Which is weird because you'd think I would understand it more having seen it before. But I just kept finding myself, like, going on it. Now, what does that mean? And then, like, they'd already be moving on to something else. And I was like, maybe I've gotten stupider in the last couple of years?
It's entirely possible.
It is. Oh, it is. But yeah, I thought things were explained poorly.
All right. Did you not remember that you had seen this movie?
Oh, no, I remembered.
Okay, because last week when I suggested this movie, you acted as if I just punched you in the balls.
This was on my list of things to pick.
Okay.
It was written down in my pocket.
Really?
I almost picked it when I picked Tideland.
Huh.
Because I wanted to see it again. I was like, because I saw it was in your book, and I was like, hey, this is cool.
Well, this was on the list of movies for me to pick that I sent to Kathleen to not watch with you.
What a crazy, crazy situation.
It is. It's like an episode of Three's Company.
Only without
happened right in front of us.
Without the euphemisms.
Without the euphemisms or the comedy.
Or Chrissy.
Or Don Knotts.
Yeah.
Or Mr. Roper.
I was going to say, yeah. Or Larry. Or the Regal Beagle.
Or the Regal Beagle. Yeah,
or Jeffrey Tambor.
Jeffrey Tambor, who was in, I believe, later seasons.
Yeah.
Or maybe he was in the spinoff.
Oh, no, he was in the regular.
Was he?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
I remember having a conversation in Jack's kitchen where, they were talking about two different things. Jeffrey Tambor talking about Jack being a man's man or a gay or something.
Right.
And then Jack, not realizing he's talking about being gay.
Right.
Oh, hilarious.
Hilarity ensued. I love a Three's Company.
Yeah. We should have watched that instead. Yeah. The time travel episode, that was the best.
So I did not realize that you hadn't seen this before.
Oh, yeah.
So you hated it.
I liked it a lot less this time around.
And but it seems to me that that's because you were focused on things you shouldn't have been focused on.
Oh no!
Were you into the technical jargon this time?
No. Like that. Like mostly the technical jargon lost me, and also just like time travel I've always found a little confusing unless it stars Michael J. Fox and Christopher Lloyd, because that's pretty simple.
Yeah.
But lightning, fucking 88 miles an hour, we got it.
Plutonium,
yeah. From Iran, yeah. Stealing from the Iranians. Who do you steal it from?
I believe the Iranians,
or the Lebanese. Maybe it was the Lebanese.
The Lebanese. Was that
yes. But. No, yeah, like I was like trying to keep up with it. I was like, okay, they've got to. Okay, so they have to be in there 10 hours instead of 6 hours. Wait a minute, what is that? Why is that? And then it's Tuesday, but wait a minute, what day was it before? Like, just like it seemed like things were. I mean, like I don't want to be hit over the head, Hollywood style necessarily, but I just felt like I was a little lost, more so than I should have been. And I was trying to pay attention. I wasn't like drawing or anything while I watched it, so. Which I think I was drawing the first time I watched it, actually, so I understood it a little bit more. Maybe I'm just getting stupider. I think that's
could be.
Yeah.
Well, what do you need explained?
Why? They offhandedly mentioned, spoiler, earlier in the film, the guy that kills someone at a party.
Mm-hmm.
But I had forgotten all about that by the time it actually came into the picture later.
Okay.
And I was like, maybe they should have made that a little more prominent as to how that was, important for them to stop, or I don't know. And then, like I said, the thing where they had to be in the time machine, the box, for a specific number of hours. Like they said something about 10 hours at one time. Right. I was like, why do they have to be in there for a specific number of hours? I didn't catch why that was.
The time travel works. And that it only goes back as far as the machine is turned on. So you turn on the machine and you want to change the events of the day. And let's say that's going to take 10 hours. You have to wait for 10 hours for that machine to be on. Get inside for 10 hours. And you'll start back at the beginning when the machine is turned on.
Okay.
It only works for the length of time that the machine is on.
And you have to also be in the... say you want to go back 2 hours. The machine has to be on for 2 hours.
Right.
And then you have to stay in the box for another 2 hours?
Yeah.
Because you're in the box...
Because during that time that the machine is running and you're outside of it, you're inside the box.
Right. Okay. Yeah. Going backwards.
Right.
Okay, well, that makes a little more sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. Watch it and let us know. Time travel has always been a little, unless it's, just played straight for comedy.
Right.
Like any sort of serious time travel stories have always, perplexed me a little more than they probably should, because I'm fucking retarded. But...
Okay, see, so, I make this huge mistake of going to IMDb all the time and reading their message boards, and I know that I shouldn't, but for some reason I just can't stop.
Right.
So when I watched this movie the first time, I went and saw what other people were saying and everything, and a lot of comments are basically, this movie sucked. It's the worst movie ever because I didn't understand it.
Right.
And, I think that's a bullshit excuse. Because I'm, by any means, not smart.
I disagree. There's some means that you are smart.
There are some means by which I am smart. I know how to drive a car and how to properly dress myself.
I agree. You did a fine job of at least one of those today.
Thank you. So I don't think you need to be smart to understand this movie. I do think you need to pay attention a little bit when you're watching this movie.
Right. Well, no, I do respect that because, I hate it whenever they assume that the lowest common denominator is going to be watching your film, so you have to explain everything that doesn't need explained.
Right.
But I just felt like there was a little bit that could have been explained a little more. Like I did, I like things that are a little complex, but I felt a little confused and I felt like there was some information that they assumed we knew, but it may have been glossed over, sort of, or something. I don't know.
Like the aspects of the actual time travel, how it works, like the technical stuff. Yeah, throw that all the window.
Right.
You really don't need to know any of that. But like the little things, like excuse me, like the length of time and all that.
Right.
Maybe you just forgot that. I don't know.
I thought one thing too. I thought would have been helpful if just something as simple as at the bottom of the screen, when they emerge from a time travel box, or when the scene starts where they're about to get into a time travel box, or preferably both. There's like a little number at the bottom of the screen that says 6:07 p.m. or something just something real simple, just like a. Nothing that hits you over the head, but just like a little reminder, okay, now pay attention. This is this time,
right?
And then I don't think it was necessarily a fault of the filmmakers. It's just I think it's something that as a film watcher I've become used to. Little not stepping stones. I hate to sound like I need a guardrail and a tether to watch a movie, but there was just some things that was like
a helmet.
Yeah, I could use a helmet. I did follow the chair that once, but yeah, I just felt like there could have been a little more, just clarification.
Right. No, maybe it's just me that I have seen this so many times and listened to the commentary and done research on this movie.
You bought the soundtrack and the action figures.
Well, of course,
and the breakfast cereal.
Of course, the poison breakfast cereal.
Oh yeah. Wow. Yeah, that's true. That would be awesome. That was the surprise. 1 in 10 boxes knocks you out.
And got shoved in an attic for 6 days.
It was an experience.
Yeah,
it was the whole primer experience.
But I forgot what I was saying. It's just maybe it's because I have done all this reading about the movie and everything that I maybe get a better grasp of it. By no means did I figure out any of this on my own. Okay, let me just make that clear.
Okay.
But there are little clues here and there in the movie, visual clues. Whenever he's got his ear piercing, that's Aaron number 3.
Okay. Yeah.
Who's just replaying everything. And that's part of the thing of the movie is that they've edited it in such a way where we're seeing bits and pieces from the other timelines to tell the one story.
Right.
So, your first time watching this is definitely going to be confusing.
Well, that's weird, because like I said, the first time I watched it, I felt like, I was like, wow, that was good.
Oh, I loved it the first time, too. But, definitely I picked up on more things. Maybe it's because it's been 6 years since that first time you've watched it.
Right. Yeah, but I really felt like the first time I watched it, I don't remember being confused.
Were you stoned?
Probably. Because back then, that was all I ever did was draw and smoke weed. I lived by myself and watched movies and smoked weed, and that was basically it.
Right.
And drew. I drew a lot.
Right.
But I just felt like I lost something this time, or that, I don't know.
Maybe it was the Subway sandwich.
It could have been
I know whenever I eat Subway, I don't feel right for
feel
like 2 days afterwards.
a little stupider.
Yeah. Just stupider. I hurt.
Right.
Like my chest hurts.
I'm discomforted. I wouldn't say pain necessarily, but
Why does Subway do that? Why does it hurt to eat Subway?
Well, because it's eat fresh, right? It's good for you, and all good things are painful. That's why I had to. That's why I had to tell my prom date.
Makes sense to me.
Yeah,
All of it.
right.
Subway, your prom date.
Yeah. Primer. And what do they call it, primer? Because they're priming you for something, or is it?
Because the earpiece was giving him a primer on what's going to happen.
I thought primer was like.
It's like a lesson.
Okay. I was thinking more like a coat of paint, I guess.
It's another kind of primer.
Like a something before the main thing.
Well, again, yeah.
Okay. Or it's a comic series from the 80s where Grendel first appeared.
Oh, okay. I thought you were talking about Prime.
Oh, the Ultraverse.
Yeah. Norm Brayfogle Shazam ripoff.
Oh,
Yeah.
Also a classic.
Yeah.
Not as confusing.
I don't know.
Okay, and like, I got a little muddled there again towards the end when I can't even remember the other guy's name. The brown haired dude.
Aaron.
Yeah. Someone.
Aaron is the brown haired dude who has traveled through at least 3 times.
Yeah.
Abe is the blonde haired dude. He's traveled through at least twice.
Yeah, the brown haired dude. I was a little confused by like. At the end, I don't want to spoil the whole film.
Oh, fucking spoil it.
Okay, but yeah, at the very end when he's like, building bigger ones, I'm sure that's what he's doing.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I was a little confused as to like, is that which version of him is that? Is that like back in time? I don't know.
That is I think the popular theory is that is the 3rd version of him.
Okay.
The guy who was manipulating everything.
The narrator.
The narrator.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, yeah, this definitely warrants multiple viewings.
Yeah.
I would say it's one of those films.
But and I think that's actually kind of why I love it.
Yeah.
Because so few movies do. Like I know, just a couple episodes, I went on my big rant on Weathercraft.
I was just about to bring that up.
Yeah. But the thing is with Weathercraft is that was incomprehensible at all. Whereas like a first-time viewing of Primer, I'm grasping things. I'm not getting it, but I'm grasping it. Whereas Weathercraft was just a slippery little bitch.
Maybe that was a similar reaction, though, because I read Weathercraft twice, and the second time I picked up a couple little, more like clues as to what things symbolized, or what was happening.
Right.
It's a similar kind of reaction.
I'm also going to say that Primer had words.
Primer did have words.
Actual human beings.
There was one human being.
People you could relate to. And generally coherent story.
You can relate to fictional characters.
I know. I related to them in Primer.
Well, I mean, to like man-hogs and woodchucks and whatnot. I mean, like Mickey Mouse, everybody.
Mickey Mouse is one of the most confusing goddamn things on the face of the planet. Anyone who says that they understand any Mickey Mouse cartoon is lying.
Right. Well, that's true. And his voice is
off-putting
is at best.
Yes.
Yeah.
Off-putting is a great way to describe that. I would say creating homicidal tendencies within the person.
Oh yeah.
Is another good way to describe it.
I mean, look at all the people he interacts with in all the films.
They all murder.
Crazy bastards. Yeah.
Murder.
Even Goofy. Murder. We've all seen what he's capable of.
Murder.
But I do respect immensely what they did with the low budget and like minimal amount of sets that they had.
Yeah.
Like this is a good example for people who are budding filmmakers. Like I've always.
This is how you do it.
Yeah. You find out what you have available. Okay, they're like they're like, okay, we have access to a restaurant after it's closed, obviously.
Right.
We have access to a storage area. Write these things into your film. Like look around you and see what you have available.
Right.
Like if you have a crazy old medieval castle in the middle of your town for some reason,
go nuts.
Write that into your fucking movie. Right? Yeah.
But don't write the climax takes place upon the Space Needle in Toronto,
right?
Because then you got to realize that I'm gonna have to get a passport. I'm gonna have to travel to Toronto.
Right.
I'm gonna try to have to get access to the Space Needle.
Yeah,
you can't.
Or you film it in the break room of the Bob Evans,
right?
Which would suck.
Yeah, but if you do have access to that break room at Bob Evans, fucking base your movie on that.
Write it into the story, right? Yeah, this is what I've always told like Matt and his buddies. I'm like, yeah, there's some really great things in this town that you could like. There's airports. There's there's some things that you guys could totally write into these films of yours.
Yeah. I think last week I mentioned the movie that my friends and I shot. It was 2 weeks ago.
Mm-hmm.
And my car getting set on fire.
Right.
I mean, the whole movie that we did was pretty much to, well, the original intention was to distract a guy from making his horrible movies.
All right.
And to also prove that, you can make a really cheap, good movie without,
spending thousands and thousands.
Spending thousands of dollars without trying to write things into your movie that are gonna be near impossible to do. Mm-hmm. Just based on the things around you, get what you can for free.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, he made like a 20-minute movie that cost, he says, $5,000. No fucking way. We made a 20-minute movie that maybe cost $200 at most, and I think the most expensive thing we bought was a hat.
It was a $200 hat.
It was like a $35 hat.
Wait a minute, it was only 20 minutes, that movie?
Yeah.
Was it, really?
Yeah.
Okay. I was thinking it was like almost an hour. I don't know.
Okay.
It just seemed that way. No.
It's a long bore.
No.
We failed on the good part.
I enjoyed
I will tell you that.
I enjoyed that.
But yeah, I mean, we just, the script was written, pretty much with just, what could be done logically.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe I wasn't able to foresee that we'd get like a garage or something, but I wrote it in there thinking that
there's got to be one.
There's got to be something,
right?
Even if it was just like somebody's house,
yeah.
But like
we
a
managed to basement or something.
Yeah, but we managed to get like the most awesome place in the world,
yeah.
And for nothing,
right?
And you just have to know what's around you.
And if you have nothing at your disposal, like your town is, just a big flat area of grass or something, write some tits and ass in there. It's gonna sell.
Yeah.
It's gonna sell. If you know a 17-year-old who hates her father, you have some Percocets in your medicine cabinet. You can make it happen.
Yes, you can.
It'll be a good film.
Yeah. And obviously, the primer guys didn't have to resort to that.
Right. Although I sort of wish they could have.
They could have. I mean, it would make any movie better.
Arguably.
Yeah. But, I mean, if you can get away without, that's fine.
Toy Story 3, you bastard.
Whatever. But,
I really want to see Blueberry Muffins. Well, her muffin. Is she in that movie? She's not.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Blueberry Muffin, Strawberry Shortcake side character from the 80s. Smelled like blueberries. Thought she would have been great in Toy Story 3, completely naked. Maybe Purple Pie Man licking her bunghole. Do you just want to talk about Primer? Let's talk about Primer.
You know an awful lot about Strawberry Shortcake.
It's a guilty pleasure. I played with some Strawberry Shortcakes when I was a kid. I don't give a what. I'll admit it. I also had G.I. Joe toys. That's fine. It turned out pretty well balanced. I mean, not that I had any Strawberry Shortcake toys, but I did play with them. I'm not coming out of the closet again. That's fine. 4 times in one series of podcasts is enough.
This is episode 83. We've been doing this 83 episodes.
Yeah. Well, no, but I think I've come out like 4 times.
This is 83.
Yeah. Okay, yeah. Probably.
Pretty sure
At least
we do this at least once an episode.
Yeah, that's true. It's true. But yeah, I don't know.
I will say probably part of my major liking of this is the whole low budgets, all my friends are in this.
Yeah. No, that is awesome.
Yeah.
It's like my soft spot for mini comics.
Right, right.
Like I would rather read a mediocre mini comic than a great Marvel comic. I really would.
Right, yeah. And
that's stupid. I realize that, but
I understand.
Yeah.
I would too, just as long as it's not about somebody.
Maybe not. Maybe I shouldn't say mediocre.
Or about somebody's life.
I'd rather read a 7, a mini comic that's a 7 than a Marvel comic that's a 10.
Right.
I really would.
Yeah.
I shouldn't say mediocre because that implies that it's barely worth reading.
Right. I hear you. But that Marvel comic is a 10.
Oh, they all are. They're all 10s.
So,
have you read the second coming?
Inherently, it's going to be better than that 7.
Yeah.
Well, I'll just say inherently
It's
better.
true. And there's more video game ads and car ads too.
Yeah, it's going to be better drawn because the guy working for Marvel, he's a professional.
He's paid to do it. Yeah. He hones his skills. He's not slinging fries at the potato champion food cart.
So such a place exists?
One of my friends who actually is trying to draw a comic, she works at a potato champion food cart in Seattle. Wow. Hi, Miranda. You're never going to listen.
Why not?
She's better than this. She has potatoes to make and comics to draw.
She can listen to this while selling potatoes and
That's true.
drawing comics.
It's true. Why don't you do this, Miranda?
We're inobtrusive.
Mm-hmm.
Or offensive, but inobtrusive.
Moronic, I would say, over
Yeah.
offensive, but yeah.
If Brian John Mitchell can run an entire industry while listening to an episode,
Wow.
then anyone can.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Thanks, Brian John Mitchell.
Thank you.
I tried to watch his episode of Cerebus TV.
But it was awful.
I didn't know.
No.
I'm
kidding.
Well,
I'm kidding.
I went to lukewarm. It's lukewarm. No, but I've never seen it. I went to the computer lab at school to watch it, and it wouldn't allow me to download the proper
Codec.
Whatever some sort of software.
I would say Codec.
Codec, yeah, or yeah, and then so I went to work like a few days later, and I was like, oh, I'll watch it here at work, and it was already gone. It was already off. Like Dave Sim, being Dave Sim,
right?
Yeah, he only puts the current episode up, and then once the old ones are gone, you can never find it. Like I even looked on YouTube, and it's not on YouTube, or I have no idea.
What the hell is his fucking problem?
He's clearly insane. Clearly.
Fucking asshat.
If anyone wants to write him and talk to him about it, make sure you also include the fact that you don't think he's a misogynist, or he'll never write you back.
Maybe BJM has a copy that he can send you.
That would be awesome.
You should maybe write and ask him that.
I'll ask him right here. Brian, I want to see that episode because I know you're a minimalist and a what is it? Primitivists and minimalists is that what they called them? I forget. But I want to see the episode. If you can help me out, if you can put it on YouTube, send it to me or invite me over and we'll eat popcorn and watch it. Whatever. You've got my number. You can call me. He really does.
Maybe he can just call you and tell you what happened.
Oh, that'd be cool too.
Yeah. So, we'll take a break.
Yeah, let's do that.
All right.
Hey everybody, welcome back to Gutter Trash. I'm Jason.
I'm Eric.
We don't do that this time, do we?
Usually not. Yeah.
Whatever.
Maybe we should to just give a reminder.
Yeah.
Because people would have forgotten 45 minutes ago.
It's true.
We said it first.
One of like the cues I'm talking about. Like that's what we need to keep up with things and follow.
Let's just give a recap. Primer, I still love it. You hate it.
I love it, hate it. I'm retarded.
Yeah, I'm retarded too.
Time travel, fun and confusing.
Yeah, flux capacitors.
And what are we else? Pat's nice.
Pat's nice. Maybe has some kids that we don't know about.
Probably does.
Brian John Mitchell.
Hard to find on the internet.
Hard to find on the internet,
except for at silvermedia.com.
Right.
That's about it.
Yeah. Right.
That's all we've learned. It's more than usual. Yeah. Oh, and my girlfriend likes to give cigarettes to minors.
No, that's of course.
Forgot about that. Yeah.
Cool. Sweet. All right. Well, we're done.
Yeah.
Anything else about Primer? I mean, I don't know. I feel like we always do a
poor job. I agree.
A poor job. We don't do the things. We don't give the things we talk about justice in talking about it. Even when we dislike it immensely, I still feel like we just sort of gloss over what we're supposed to be doing.
Oh yeah. It's a decent time travel movie.
Maybe. I guess.
Confusing, but decent.
Yeah, not for everyone, but I think for everyone.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's low budget, but it doesn't look that way.
Right.
And if you like, things that are made to look like they're more expensive than they probably were to film, check it out. If you enjoy time travel, there's a lot of dialogue. I would say I could see this being like a Brian Michael Bendis comic because there's a lot of scenes where you could tell like they had all this exposition and they were like, okay, let's show them playing basketball, so it's a new scene, but yeah, I mean it's dialogue heavy, time travel. It's maybe a challenge, maybe, but if you're smarter than us, which I'm sure you are, you might enjoy it. Or if you're as smart as
I don't think you need to be smart. I think you just need
have to pay attention.
Yeah, pay attention and just it definitely is something that you probably need to watch twice at least.
Well, see, I know I really thought that I wasn't stupid.
And you're not stupid. I'm not smart. So
that is weird. That is weird. No, but I remember. I swear. I mean, it's only been a couple years. I mean, I haven't lost that many brain cells. I haven't even hardly smoked weed in the last 2 years. It's like, am I getting dumber?
Yeah, I think you're getting dumber. I just, I don't know. Maybe you just. Maybe it's just you generally just did not enjoy it this time.
Yeah, it's possible.
Tastes change.
Mm-hmm.
I disliked.
I was high as a kite the first time.
Right.
My third eye was open.
I disliked The Fifth Element when we watched it for the show.
That's true.
Yeah, that was a movie I would have considered a favorite.
Right.
So it happens.
Interesting, man. It's fucking
and I know that I'm sure there's many instances in this episode where I've called myself out as a hypocrite in light of the Weathercraft episode, but fuck it, Weathercraft was still awful.
And I still love it.
And Jim Woodring, really could learn how to, maybe open himself up to a wider audience.
Yeah, we're like, it's perfect because you can sit there and watch this movie, and I can read Weathercraft, and we'll be in the same room, and we'll both be happy.
Yeah,
that's how great life is. There's so many options. Oh, it's like whenever you're out with a friend and you put a quarter in the machine and you get a bunch of Skittles out and you're like, I can't stand red Skittles, and he's like, I can't stand purple. Then you just eat the red ones and I eat the purple ones.
Yeah.
And we're both happy.
I prefer not to have Skittles.
I'll just eat them all then because I like both.
That's fine, except for the red ones.
Oh no, I like the red ones.
Oh, okay.
I was play
acting.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Now, me, I'll go to one of those machines. I'll get me either some M&Ms or maybe some Reese's Pieces.
You don't like the like atomic fireballs or the gum shaped like fruit with warts all over it?
Nope.
How about like silly bands? Do you ever wear those?
No. Not at all.
Well, that's good.
Yeah.
That's a good thing.
I hope those are a complete failure for all of you who have been behind them. And by you, I mean,
GameSwap.
retailers.
Yeah. Well,
I like GameSwap.
I've heard that high school kids are they're color coding their sexual promiscuity, their level of, with the different silly bands. Black means they'll do anything for anyone at any time.
This is one of those things that I think is just made up by the media.
Yeah, just to help.
It probably happened once somewhere.
It may have been actually made up by the makers of silly bands. Like, wow, the sales are down. I know why. Yeah. All the kids will buy them now.
Yeah. And I'm pretty sure, they're just fucking each other anyway, so
right.
Why brag about it?
Yeah, all the kids are. Yeah. That's what the kids do.
And why weren't kids this way when I was a kid?
Oh, they were. All you had to do was wear a blue rubber band to school and you would have got a blowjob. It's the way things work.
I wish I would have known that. I would have liked a blowjob in high school.
Yeah, well, people would have liked to see a blue rubber band.
Fuck.
It's like the exchange of currency. You have to play your part. Yeah. I got nothing else.
Yeah, I don't, I got a weird, there we go. I don't, our neighbors are home now. May have heard
quiet.
them there.
Kinda quiet, too.
Kinda.
It's respectable.
Jonah Hex came out this weekend.
Oh, yeah, Gatling guns on the side of a horse. Who wouldn't see that?
The general feeling that I get from the reviews I've read is that this is the movie that is going to stop comic book movies from being made.
Like
anything after the ones that are currently being made.
Like the Avengers.
Like Thor is still going to go on because they're currently doing that. Captain America is still going to go on. Batman probably will still go on. Superman will probably still go on. Well, Superman might not go on at this point, but
so you're saying like the second tier kind of characters? Like they won't roll the dice on.
No, I'm saying that they'll probably finish the ones that they're currently doing. Mm-hmm. Batman is currently being written. They'll probably go ahead and do that. But Superman is not. That's still sort of in a really early pre-production, so probably not.
Ooh.
And I'm going to say that this might kill all the other ones.
Well, see, but I don't know. It couldn't be worse than Steel or Catwoman, right? I mean,
except for that, this one, bigger budget. Josh Brolin is actually a respected, actor.
Right.
Fucking John Malkovich is in this movie. This may be the one.
So you think this will at least,
much like Batman and Robin killed it the first time,
right?
Yeah.
So there will at least be a period where stars are less likely to be attached to something.
Yeah, it'll be back to basketball players and D-list actors who, for some reason, have become A-list. Halle Berry.
Ooh, that is weird.
Why is that?
Is she back? She's on top again?
No, she's not.
She was in Monsters Ball. Hello.
Oh, I've never seen it. But she fucks Billy Bob. That's all I know.
Yeah. No, but I mean, but I'm guessing that this will just be a movie that people are like, well, that was terrible, but then. Avengers and Captain America and Thor will be so successful that no one will even remember that this travesty occurred.
You didn't think.
But I'll watch it.
I don't know. It's just the comic book movie is such this reviled, hated little subgenre of movies that it's whenever a bad one comes out, it reflects badly on everything else.
The bad apple spoils the tree.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you're not talking about amongst comic fans, you're talking about amongst Hollywood and
right.
Your average guy.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because comic book fans for some reason want to see everything made into a movie.
Oh yeah.
I don't understand. The comics exist.
Yeah.
Just read those.
Right. Yeah. I mean, it is exciting to see this thing brought to life. People have been reading The Watchmen for a quarter of a century, and then they're like, wow, now I can see it in all its glory up on the screen and with sounds and soundtracks by
it sounds to me
punk
that
bands.
those people then just don't have imaginations. Mm-hmm. Punk bands.
Who did wasn't there a Bob Dylan cover by some pop punk band or something at the beginning?
I'm pretty sure that just Bob Dylan was on that soundtrack.
I think there was
I think just Bob Dylan was on that soundtrack.
There was a punk.
I have that soundtrack. Bob Dylan is pretty much the only one on that soundtrack.
Okay, what band does the opening credits sequence?
Bob Dylan.
was a Bob Dylan song, but...
Yeah, by Bob Dylan.
Really?
Yeah.
I thought it was like a...
By Bob Dylan.
I thought it was a punk band.
Bob Dylan.
Are you sure?
We'll go fucking watch it right now. Bob Dylan.
I can't remember that being...
there's like a My Chemical Romance song on the soundtrack.
That's what I'm thinking, maybe.
But Bob Dylan did that song on the opening credits.
Did he? Okay. Well, that's what I was thinking of. I thought it was a punk band.
I'm Norm Macdonald now. Doing my Burt Reynolds impression.
With the gum?
Yeah.
I miss Norm Macdonald.
I don't. Do miss Burt Reynolds, though.
Yeah, well, we can watch some Cannonball Run.
Hey, it's on my Netflix queue.
You should pick it.
It's one of the next 3 movies I'm getting from Netflix.
Yeah, I'll watch it. Pick that fucker.
Well, it's too bad that I don't get another turn for a while.
I have a feeling a copy will make its way into your collection somehow.
We'll see what happens. I can always just keep it until it's my turn.
Yeah.
And that means I'm only getting 2 movies in.
I don't want to do that.
Oh, well. Anyway, we were arguing about comic book movies. And how,
no imagination.
You know, I mean, I liked The Watchmen, but, at the same time, I don't really give a shit about seeing it in the movies. It was awesome to see it in the movies, and it turned out good.
Yeah.
Like, I really enjoyed it. But I would have been fine it never existing as a movie.
Yeah. I mean, it wouldn't bother me, but I thought it was great.
Right. Oh, yeah. I mean, I thought they did an excellent job.
Mm-hmm.
But, like, you know, you go online and, like, they fucked up Batman. Why couldn't they just do this story? You know, specifically as a movie. I don't want to see that.
That's what I hate about online, though, because, like, if someone is genuinely happy with something, they're just like, I'm happy, and, like, they don't bother to type about it.
Right.
But if someone's pissed, then they go online and they rant about it. And It's like, so, like, online is this festering heap of, like, turmoil and hatred. Yeah. So it's... Yeah.
Well, there's that, but I mean, I'm not specifically talking about like the people who are angry about things, like even the people who love shit.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, Iron Man became like one of the biggest movies when the first year it came out, and then almost immediately it was like that was awesome. I totally hope that they completely 100% adapt the Demon in the Bottle storyline for the movie Part 2.
Right.
And why?
I sort of understand that though, because it's like you get to see like someone else's version of this thing that you've.
But they don't want to see that person's version of the thing. They want to see that exact thing.
Right. But you get to see Robert Downey Jr. as this like drawing come to life. You know, he's like moving around, he's talking.
Right.
And,
then that's what the actual movie is for. Let them do their own thing. You know? I mean,
yeah, no, I mean, like, I'd rather see a new story. I really would.
Yeah.
But I understand that, though, like, seeing something brought to life that you've just seen in, like, static images over the years.
Well, you're seeing the characters.
But I mean, you see that story.
Put that in a brand new story.
I understand it, though.
You know, I don't like The Dark Knight, but at least that was, you know, for the most part, you know, its own thing.
Right.
Like, there's never been a Joker story that was told in that manner. You know, there's never been a Batman story that was exactly that.
Right.
You know, I mean, it was its own entity. You know, let it fucking breathe. Let it be a movie.
I enjoy adaptations. It's like I don't know, just seeing other people's versions of like cover songs. It's like the same kind of thing for me. I
like cover songs. I really do.
Yeah. I just enjoy seeing someone else's vision of something that you've already come to know.
Well, yeah, and that's what like you know the comic book movie should be. When you have. Like not even just comic books, but like a James Bond or you know just a previously established character
property or whatever.
Right? Yeah. Why adhere yourself to only the source material? Why can't you find someone who can write something new, create something new for that specific, you know, media?
Well, I think for Batman or Iron Man that would totally work. But I mean, as far as like The Watchmen goes, like, you know, I'm glad they didn't like write a sequel to Watchmen.
Well, no, yeah,
but it was cool to see it like.
And again, I thought it was awesome, but could also, and if they would have changed any parts of it, it probably would have been awful.
Right.
But you know. Why does it need to be adapted in the first place?
No, I see exactly what you're saying.
I mean, Watchmen is a finite story.
I just think it's fun. It's fun to see something brought brought to life on the screen. Like something...
So you're saying I don't like to have fun?
I'm implying... I wouldn't say saying.
No, because you're right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't.
Fun's for squares. Yeah. You've said it 1,000 times. You'll say it 1,000 more. No, I just think it's neat to see. You're like, wow, it's that scene that I remember reading. But I mean, you see it just like panel by panel, and then it's cool to see it like brought to life. It's like looking at a storyboard for a movie you're working on, and then like once the movie's made in full motion, it's kind of exciting. I think it's cool.
I don't know. Maybe I'm just, trying to be more supportive of the comics industry.
Comics is so last year. It's a print medium. Egon said it best. Print is dead. Let's move on. Let's watch a movie. Hello. Howdy, neighbors. But, no, I agree with you.
Alright. Yeah.
This is what's called dead air.
Alright, what comic am I reading?
Yeah. Well, as we've established all throughout this episode, I'm an idiot that can't understand any sort of convoluted concepts, so I was, appropriately enough, had already picked, before we watched this movie, a story that involves just people beating the shit out of each other and doing drugs and drinking beer. That's right. Super Fuckers by James Kashok. Something even I can understand.
Nice.
Yeah.
Excited.
Yeah? Super Fuckers.
Excited.
Or Super Effers, if you're...
Let's go, Super Fuckers.
I love
There's
seeing...
no need to censor.
I know. Well, I love seeing on Diamond's order formula. Every time we order that trade paperback in, it just says Super, and then there's like the ampersands and like the dollar signs from like, the old shoe cartoons when someone gets mad or something.
Yeah. I think that's from every cartoon.
It's true. That just popped in my head.
Right.
I remember.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think it's hilarious that they can't write fuckers. But no one that works at a comic shop or sees the invoice should be under the age of 18.
That's true.
Yeah, so.
That's true. They could be Mormon, though.
It's true. And I was under the age of 18 for several years. I worked.
I love the fact that, I'm pretty sure that I already have a copy of the song that you're going to pick for next episode.
Oh, yeah? I don't even know what.
Because why wouldn't you...
Pick a James Kachuk?
Yeah.
Well, because we picked one before. I mean, we could do it again.
So?
Yeah. It's true. Let's do it again.
If I could do it legally, I would just make the show his entire album.
Yeah. Wow. Well, I loaned my... if you still have them...
Oh, I do.
I loaned my first 2 CDs to one of my friends, and he still has them, the bastard. And it's been months, so I need to get that back.
I still got cool. You might wind up picking some Mike Patton thing, and I'll just be like, whatever. Alright, let's take a break. I gotta go wish my dad a happy Father's Day.
Yeah.
Gotta go buy a card.
Yeah.
Gotta put on a shirt that doesn't have the Fantastic Four on it.
So you're gonna go with your Superman shirt?
Of course.
Yeah.
It's Super Dad.
Yeah. Oh, you should get him one of those World's Greatest Dad coffee mugs.
No.
Yeah.
Nope. Because he's not. Let's be honest. I love my dad, but he's not the world's greatest.
Runner up. Okay.
Again, love him. He's kind of a jerk. I love him. Love him to death. Mm-hmm. I'm glad he's in my life. I'm glad he's still around. I won't actually ever tell him any of this, but I'm glad he's here.
Maybe he'll listen to the show.
Nope.
He knows about it.
He does, and that makes me really uncomfortable. But, my dad's a jerk. I'm an asshole. I get it from him. He's not the world's greatest dad. He's not even in the top 100.
Wow.
But he's my dad, and I love him.
Oh, that's perfect.
Yeah.
That is perfect. That's a happy note. I thought this was going to end as a downer, but that's a happy note.
I love my dad. I really do. He and I do not get along, but I love him all the same, and I'll never tell him that I do, but he may know. I think he knows.
Somewhere inside.
Especially
if you get him that mug, he'll definitely know. Especially if you buy him that mug.
I'm not buying him that mug. I'll buy him a Cubs mug. He'll appreciate that more.
Yeah.
No, he wouldn't. He's already got one that I probably bought for him already.
Well,
I'll just get him a card and give him a hug, and we'll go eat a hoagie at La Rosa's or something.
See?
It's probably what we're gonna wind up doing.
And who wouldn't love that, honestly?
The hoagies are awesome from La Rosa's, especially the kitchen chips. I love those kitchen chips. Pickle, you get a pickle on the side.
A spear?
Pickle spear, of course.
Nice, yeah. Sweet.
All right, let's get the fuck out.
Happy Father's Day, all the listeners.
All the one listener who may have a son.
Pat.
Yeah. I believe Kurt has a kid, doesn't he? What?
We'll go yes.
Okay.
I don't know.
We may be wrong. But Pat definitely has some...
Everywhere.
Some illegitimate children out there.
They're out there. They may even be listening.
Yeah?
And they don't even know it.
Nope.
If you don't know your dad, look up Pat Kane online. Could be him. If you have the same chin, it's probably a go.
Yeah. If you have a propensity to wear girls' pants...
And you can draw like a motherfucker, but you just choose not to.
Yeah?
Oh, burn.
Oh!
Burn. Just kidding, buddy. I love you. I love you, buddy. I really do. All right.
All right. See you next week.
All right.
Gutter Trash can be downloaded at www.guttertrash.net, iTunes, Podcast Alley, and Feedburner. You can also find us at myspace.com/guttertrash_net, seanborn.net, and buyerbewarecomics.blogspot.com. Contact us at eric@guttertrash.net or jason@guttertrash.net. Thank you for listening to Gutter Trash. We'll see you next time.